Okay, so there's already a bunch of the Maverick X3 videos out there. Yes, there are. Okay, but we're gonna do oil change kit, and so I figured let's just do it since we have the kit, and some customers do their own stuff. So at least we have the kit that shows all the parts and pieces that you need to do it. Some people reuse the O-rings, some people reuse the crush washers. O-rings, you could probably do that 2 or 3 times. The crush washers, maybe once. So I want to show you the tools you need. It's super simple, super easy, and quick. And if you have like an AutoZone or an O'Reilly's or something, what is it, Kragen now, near you, you can go find anything you need. So the stuff you need, let me okay, so you want to use flow tool, big mouth funnel. It's also labeled as a coolant funnel. Here's the part number. Okay, small funnel like this. This one is kind of hard to use. I would probably use a one of the ones that's metal with the beny arm. Flathead screwdriver. You'll need this to get rid of, pull the old filter out. It's kind of stuck in there, and if you fumble with it, you drop it back in, it splashes a bunch of oil out. Depending on the brand of socket you use, you may need a small 1/4 inch drive extension. You for sure need a 3/8 drive extension, 3/8 drive wrench, 1/4 drive wrench. You need number 10 in your 3/8. You need number 8 in your little 1/4, and then you need 17 in 3/8. Next, okay. Oil change kit. Filter. If you need to order part number separate, obviously 4 quarts oil. Now let's go underneath the car here. Show you what's going on down there. Okay, so you gotta get a bucket. And you got to get in under this hole. You'll see there's one with the frame right up against it. Put it right here. Okay. And then okay, we're gonna turn the light on bright. And we're gonna block the light with my hand. Okay, so there is right inside here and here, these two bolts, those are the oil drain bolts. I'm gonna drain those, but in order to do that, the intentions are you're supposed to drain it through the hole down there on the frame. You can see that just doesn't work. That does not work. So what you do, go to a funnel and you slide it in. It's got to go down and up. Okay. Now that that's in there, what you want to do is you want to get your small, you want to get your 3/8 drive. Just crack them loose. Don't drain them. Then get your 17. They put some green or black marker on here to mark where the thing is. Just go ahead and remove that. You can push on it real hard with your socket and it'll move it off. Okay. Position your bucket. And this is the really fun part. Okay? You have to reach in with your hand. This might be impossible to do with the camera. And I can do it. Unscrew the small screw first. It helps to drain some of the oil in the system before you drain the big one, so it doesn't come out quite as fast, so it doesn't overflow or splash out of the funnel. Okay, so there's that. You can see it's a very small amount. Okay, so about, I don't know, 10 minutes later, seems like an eternity, you are going to, let me try to move this, get in here, this one's short, so don't get confused. There you go, see, do it slow, catch the bolt. See, right into the bucket. See it dripping back there a little bit? Probably because sounds like it's raining outside again. You hear it on the roof of the shop. Okay, we're just gonna let that sit there and do its thing. I'm gonna take you guys up top, show you the next step. Okay, next step. My light's dying. Okay, up here. Get your number 8 socket. Well, see, this is the part where I'm talking about. So, here and here, you do not need to worry about an extension. It's easier without it. But right here, it rubs just up against, see, my brand of socket. My socket wrench will be up against this, causing a little bit of problems. Now I kind of have too big of an extension, but it'll work. Okay. Crack them loose. Like I said, you don't need an extension for these other two. Just crack them loose. And then they're so small, it's just easier to grab them with your finger. Jeez, I'm making so much noise in the camera. There you go. Okay, next one. Don't lose these. These things, if you drop them down here, 50-50 chance they're going to the skid plate. 50-50 chance they're going to the special place in heaven where all the 10mm sockets go. See? Bunch of oil in there. Makes a big old mess. Before you go any further, you're gonna want to try to get a paper towel with you. Soak up some of that oil, just so you don't have it dripping everywhere. This is the part I'm talking about. Get a small flathead screwdriver and just get under the lip of the oil filter to pop it loose, like you see, and then there's dirty oils inside that filter. Throw that down inside your bucket. Let me show you something here real quick. You guys can see this when you attach this from the tripod. My little tripod set up here. Okay. Down here is where the oil is going to drip. See that? That's from the oil filter. Comes down behind this plastic Rotax cover fascia plate. So stick a couple of towels in there. Let me do that right now. That way when the oil drains out of the thing from filter, you can catch that oil, make it as clean of a job as possible. Mount this back up over here. Okay, so okay, so here's the cap. Get your flathead screwdriver. I just don't want to take the camera off the mount, but you do this, you don't need to do this over here up top of the car. Take your O-ring off. New O-ring goes on. And these things are a pain in the butt. You've got to like spin them backwards, otherwise they try to like roll off. Like as you put them on, you got to anticipate which way they're going to try to unravel to get off. And then oil filter. Don't just slam it down in there. There's oil down in there and it'll just come squirting right back out. Put it in slowly. Then you feel it getting up against the little nozzle. Push it firm and slow. Okay? And your cap's not always going to fit properly. So what you do is you just wiggle it around and shake it until you get it to at least line up with one screw. Get that started. Next one, wiggle the cap around until you get it in. Now your other one will line up. That's the hardest one. Take your time, don't lose it. Okay. Take your wrench. These are tiny screws. Don't wrench on them too hard. After you tighten the other ones, you'll have to tighten this back one again. Otherwise it'll be kind of hard to get it to go down while trying to get two hands in here to hold the tool. Okay, that's done. Next, okay, crush washers. One in the bag. Goes on the little one. Big one. Goes on the big one. Then clean up everything on the ground. As you can see, the oil filter piece also drips right here too sometimes. So just look around up in this area, see a little bit of oil, and just get a rag up in there and clean it. Okay. Clean the frame. Supposed to be like this or something, but they never stay. Okay. Pull your oil filter, your oil funnel out. Grab another rag. Grab one that you've been wiping your hands with or something, but not the one you wipe the skid plate with. The skid plate's usually pretty dirty. Okay. First, pressure washer, big drain bolt. Get that one in there to stop the big drips. On this part of the block, you can use this little piece of the rag as long as you have a clean corner. Next, on the little hole next to it, right here, something on the screw, a little piece of fuzz. Okay. Done. Now, slide your bucket to the side. Go through the floor pan with your number 17. I think you can see the edge of the bolt right there where there's that black epoxy stuff on it. I didn't get it all the way cleaned off. Okay. Next, get your number 10. Okay. Hard doing this with the camera right there. Okay. If you're wondering where this goes, it just kind of clips right there. Wipe everything down. Remember what I said about the Maverick making a mess when you do an oil change, no matter how hard you try? Now that we've done that, now we can go to the other side of the car, make another mess. I'm gonna take the small funnel and the oil, follow me to the other side of the car. In the back corner of the car, you're gonna see the oil fill. Okay. Unscrew it. Lay your oil fill on the ground. This is where the longer funnel with the metal comes way back in, way more in handy. So leave it part way out and propped up against the pole. Once you've started it and you've confirmed you got oil pressure and everything's good, no check engine lights, give it one last check. Perfect. Let me show you down here. So come down on the floor and double check and look on your skid plate. You have little drips here and there that come down onto the frame. So okay, so that's the Maverick X3 oil change. Pretty simple. It's a pain in the butt trying to get in there to do that. It's a pain in the butt. The Polaris, I like how it has the drain plugs right. There's a spot for them. So I don't know if that was an oversight, they miscalculated where it was supposed to be, or they were just like, oh, pfft, that's how it is. But that's very difficult. I don't like that at all. But about 4 quarts of oil. Start the engine. Run it for about 30 seconds to a minute. Let it sit. Make sure your oil drains back down, and check your fluid level, and you'll be good to go. It's not a hard thing to do. It's just kind of time consuming, because if you try to rush this, you will spill everywhere and you will make a mess. If you go slow, you'll be easy. The #1 lifesaver is this thing. Clean it, wash it, keep it like in a container with all of your other tools for your Maverick, and make this a Maverick specific tool. This Big Mouth flow tool, Big Mouth funnel, now it's labeled, it's in yellow, and it's labeled as a coolant funnel at like AutoZone and stuff like that. Keep it clean, wipe it down. This thing is going to be a lifesaver if you don't have that printed drain pan thing from Facebook or whoever that is. I'm sure, I think they're on side-by-side blog parts. So that's that. It's not going to be a hard thing to do. Just take your time. Very easy. Okay, guys. One last thing I forgot about. The giveaway. The giveaway's still going on. Free built helmet. Amped edition or amped model. Midnight Black. Adult XL. Free. 100 subscribers. I'm gonna put it into a random number generator. We're gonna give it out to one of the subscribers. That's it. Plain and simple. I'll message you, give me your address, I send you the helmet. Free. I don't need fancy email address. I don't need to send you a million things. Just subscribe. Help us grow the channel. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. Send it to anybody you want to give info to about UTVs. Anybody that has anything about UTVs, send it to them. The channel will grow. Yeah, I know my videos are probably not the greatest right now, but we're only 3 videos in. So the first 2 are basically test videos, and they were the best of the best test videos. So I just wanted to put those online and see kind of how they look. From now on, I'll try and spend a little more time to make them a little better quality. But daily vlogs are daily vlogs, so that's kind of how that one's gonna go. But don't forget about the giveaway. Okay, guys? Have a good one.